I just shove her really hard and say, it's not for you.
15 gold well spent.
Well, we stand here in a row, looking like a bunch of heroes. I know that deep inside, nothing more but a bunch of zeros. Ah!
Welcome to Season 2, Episode 38 of Bards and Nobles, the podcast where we drink the champagne of beer and roll metal dice. This is Brian, and I'll be your Dungeon Master tonight. And I'm joined by...
Ralph.
Next.
No. You know what? Let's just bring it back a little bit. My name's Blake Harrison, and I'm going to be rolling Kibe Takashigani. That's my because I didn't prepare anything. Sorry, guys.
Slacking. I'm Charles Nelson, and I'll be playing Max Stormblade, the Human Paladin.
I'm Anthony Boyd, and I'll be playing Grit Scrindell, the half-drow rogue.
Trey O'Neill playing Flint McShrimpton, the full dwarf druid.
And
Never go full dwarf.
Never go full dwarf. And I am Andrew Danon. I will be playing the Warforged gunsmith, Elon Musket. Back to you, Brian.
All right. Actually, I'm going to pass it off to Blake to give us a little recap. Catch everyone up to where we're at now by telling us about what we did before.
Find out if we need an umbrella this weekend.
I got nothing. Back to you, Brian.
All right.
All right.
It's raining sideways.
I didn't know we could pass it, but I'll save that. We'll table that for now. Last week on Bards and Nobles, I don't know, Ralph ran off into the alley and set it on fire.
Made friends with locals.
He did not make any friends. If anything, he just
He burned up some cats.
he lit some cats on fire. Wait. Kibe befriended a little girl and a family and their hearts and souls for the rest of their lives. I don't like the look you're giving.
That's one way of putting it.
Let's see what else happened. There was a tiny hut that no one was in. There was Baron cooked the wyvern, my wyvern, to be specific.
Tamed him so much, he's medium rare.
And we made it to the
Dragons Maw.
Swinging Dingle or whatever the bar was called.
Swinging Dingle.
I like your non-linear storytelling.
They just need to know.
It's like Memento.
It's kind of like. So let's see what else happened. We made it to Swinging Dingle. We accosted the barkeep, and then he slept with Grits.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's exactly what happened.
And that's where we left off.
A little bit of future in that callback.
That's the far future.
We get married and grow old together.
Wait, is that legal here?
Everything's legal.
Of course, man. Anyone can marry who they want to.
Nice.
Love is love. All right.
The tips.
So,
Good night, everybody.
we are opening up at the Swingin' Imp, and you guys are drinking or doing whatever you're doing. What's your next course of action?
I started juggling with my changing color juggler balls. Just trying to entertainment, drum up some entertainment, leave a hat out, collect some gold if I can.
Start looking around for any Thieves' Cant or Druidic.
Okay. Give me investigation. Grits, give me a performance check at disadvantage.
Man, but why?
Because nobody here seems to be into that kind of crap.
Now, if you juggle daggers.
19.
Well, I got a 15, so
Okay.
take
I find more things than he entertains.
not a contested roll.
You're feeling pretty good. You're going pretty strong, but it doesn't really look like this is the kind of place where people just set up shop and watch parlor tricks.
Gotta step up your game.
As far as Druidic or Thieves' Cant, you do find Thieves' Cant. It's actually all over this this bar. Just inscribed in random places in the floor and the tables and the walls. But it's mostly like bathroom stall type stuff.
For a good time.
If I was looking for a good time, who would I call?
6.
Is that a room number? Do we have phones in this game?
It's a character
You
off.
go to room 6, surprise, it's Grits. Grits is like, I've been a dragon.
But yeah, nothing of substance.
right.
But yeah, I mean, it's obviously in this town. There's plenty of people familiar with the language and what it seems like.
How enthralled is Kibe with these colorful balls?
Roll a d20.
While he's doing that, can I just kind of talk to the locals and just make up conversations, see if I pick up anything interesting?
Okay.
9.
Not very. It's so. Kind of meh.
I'm just.
You've spent enough time with him. You've seen this. You've seen this before.
What was the first time I'm breaking out my magic balls?
He's seen way more than your magic balls before.
It's true.
He's seen both.
If anyone's seen it, seen more of Grits, it's Kibe.
What time of day is it? After we traveled here,
It's in. I mean, you guys came here in the morning time. It's like you're coming up on brunch time. It's like 11 a.m. ish.
What are they having?
my
at
favorite
brunch?
kind of brunch is meat and beer. So
Yeah. They've got you covered. Plenty of meats, plenty of beers.
can't beat
Nice.
these meats.
Yeah. Got a nice craft beer selection.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah.
I would like to see if there are any like waffles with like Nutella and banana potentially.
All right. You keep looking.
Seeing that no one is interested, I put my balls away.
That is other ball.
Thank you, Louis C.K.
And then I pull out my then I pull out my lute and it's like maybe they're music fans and I start playing my lute.
roll a d10 for me, Elon.
Sure.
And you're just talking to people.
Yeah, just
gonna
making
feel-
conversation, not asking any specific
Oh,
questions.
okay. I was gonna
just
say, are you
seeing what
probing
comes up.
for any information?
No,
I'm-
just seeing if there's any anything that kind of sticks out as odd to me or things that I might think is helpful.
You're the one that's odd.
Yeah, maybe they ask them about like vendors in the town, who's got the best prices, who stuff like that. Just making conversation, trying to be friendly.
Okay.
And
Who's
it's
the
a
upstairs in this
3.
bar.
Most people are pretty standoffish around here. Everyone's just kind of keeping to themselves. It's more like more of a saloon atmosphere than like New Orleans, party bar, I guess.
Okay, well, I just kind of get a clue and I go kind of post up on the side and just kind of watch everything.
Okay. I mean, you do happen to overhear a couple people, like two guys having a conversation, and you think you hear the Dreadclaw Brotherhood come up, but it's not clear. And you just hear some guys just like or grumble, a bunch of wackos. We've never seen any. That's about it.
Okay. That seems like a terrible idea.
That was a win.
Pass. Well done.
You don't think I
Ralph.
shake up all my beers? Yes.
All right, you're walking through this part
Bubbles
of
of
town,
distress.
and you're noticing.
I got my entourage.
Right.
What entourage? They're all burnt.
No,
you got his Panthers,
baby.
Oh,
Shit.
probably burn them too.
Not yet.
Eventually.
Wait for it.
You're walking through this part of town, and you're seeing more and more similar banners to the one that you saw those guys carrying. And it looks very much like their turf.
Oh. Do I have a choice? Is there another place I can walk this that I don't necessarily want to walk into their turf?
I mean, you
Or is
can
that pretty
try to
much?
find more, find a different area.
I'm
in
really
the
just
city.
looking for the rest of the crew.
Gotcha. Where are you headed?
I don't know. I'm just trying to feel around, but
Right,
I
so
would
you're
rather
wandering.
stay away from that part of town if possible.
All right. Well, right now you're in the heart of it.
Oh, great.
Good job, Ralph.
Give me an investigation check to try to find your way to a more hospitable or recognizable part of town.
Making my way downtown, walking fast, Panthers left. Long now.
19.
19. Okay.
I want
as
whatever
you're,
he's smoking.
As you're walking around, you're starting to notice, most of the people are kind of staying away from you. You're just a guy walking around with a bunch of giant cats. But you think you recognize one of the guys from earlier, and it looks like he's kind of tailing you a little bit. You make your way to one of the neutral zones as you see banners of the green with the wolf skull. You see less and less of those, and you see more of a mixture of the other three.
Is the guy still tailing me?
It looks like as you kind of get near the neutral area and kind of the open area near the Coliseum, he kind of backs off and he's just kind of like, he walks away.
Okay.
But you are coming up on about an hour or so.
Oh, okay.
So as you're walking, you see a couple bars, you see a couple stalls, market stalls, and things like that.
Before my cats go away, I cast some good berries and heal up a little bit.
Okay. You do
All right.
that.
And I keep walking.
Sure.
Keep looking.
And what are you looking for?
I'm trying to find out where these guys might be.
Which guys?
The crew.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I thought you meant the Panthers.
No.
Shit, they disappeared.
They're in Carolina.
I just keep losing cats.
All right. What are the rest of you doing?
I'm just still keeping an eye on the bar while they do their stuff.
I start mingling, trying to like, just be friendly to everybody, trying to make everybody like, oh, this dude's cool.
While you're playing your loot?
Yeah.
What's the group we're looking for again?
I'm taking request.
Something
the
Claw.
Dreadclaw Brotherhood.
You're walking from table to table playing guitar for people.
Just not.
Like a
You
little
have a basket of roses too?
No, I'm not. Like,
Anyway, here's Wonderwall.
they kept asking me to stop, and I said maybe.
Oh God!
You're like a little
Good night, everybody. Get egged. You didn't even see eggs on the menu. You just threw an egg at you.
They got eggs. They can make me bread pudding.
How about this? I'm looking for the biggest, meanest, burliest, no gooder in here.
Surprise! It's grits.
Sure. Yeah, you see a hobgoblin sitting at the end of a pretty big table.
Well, Trey's
And,
house burns down.
he's just like
Trey's fault.
double fisting ale, joking. He's got big toothy maw and like two tusks kind of poking out on his bottom jaw.
Yeah.
They're one of them's capped off with a piece of metal. He's missing an eye. He's a really big burly guy, and he's just kind of talking with his buddies. And he's just yeah. And then I said, "Kick his ass."
Then I said, give me back my
See? Does he talk? Does he talk like Tyson?
No.
That's the kick his ass.
Anyway, he says something pretty stupid that he meant to be funny, and obviously everyone laughs not because it was funny, but just to kind of appease him.
Yeah, I laughed too.
All right.
And I say, I like your style.
He's like, yeah, I bet.
I'm looking for a crew to join.
It says, he says, what's aren't you with at this point everyone genuinely laughs.
And I just say, I knew I liked you. And I say, no. That guy's a jackass.
Looks it.
And I kind of nudge him and I say, and he's got a small wiener.
Drool spits out and he's just like,
and I say, word on the street is that you can point me in the direction of the Dreadclaws.
At that, when you mention that name, everyone just kind of quiets down and like looks over at him. And he's like, he said, I never heard of them. And if you're smart, you haven't either.
Good thing for me, I'm not smart.
He's like, at this point, he takes a swig of his beer and he's like, look, I don't got nothing to do with them. I don't know anything about them. You're looking at the wrong place.
Can I insight check that?
Okay, sure.
Insightful.
Okie dokie. Alright,
Senpai, use insight.
Senpai. I can't find my insight. Oh, it's a 0. 17.
Okay.
I rolled a 0.
That's not even possible.
You can tell he knows something about him, but he's just kind of avoiding it. He doesn't really want to talk about him for some reason.
Still his teddy bear.
He doesn't look like he's scared or anything. He's just like withholding. Like it's very obvious that he's withholding.
Is there anything I can do to persuade you to tell me where I can find them?
He looks. He's like, it's a nice sword you got there.
Which sword is he looking at?
The one with the blue dragon hilt on your your belt.
Yeah, it is.
He's like, yeah. I wouldn't mind having me a sword like that. I also wouldn't mind telling you what I know if I got one.
Give him directions to the river you found it in.
Well, I'll tell you right where I found it.
You find one just like it, maybe.
They grow right here.
How about this? We'll arm wrestle for it, and if I win, you get the sword. And if you win, you tell me where they're at.
Let him roll for it.
Give me a persuasion check. He seems visibly confused.
Do it.
He's got like a chalkboard out, like writing it out, trying to figure out.
All right. He rolled a 10 also.
Am I close enough to hear what he just said?
We'll say sure.
Let him arm wrestle.
No. I would like to go over. He's like, man, did he just offer you? Dude, I would take that in a heartbeat. Like talking to the big guy. He's like, man, that's a really nice sword.
And then you see some of the other orbiters around him. Some of them like, come on.
I was like, man, if he doesn't arm wrestle you, I'll do it.
Come on, Moguk. You can take him. You can do it. And he's just like,
What'd you call him? What's his name?
Moguk.
Moguk. I like it.
He's like, all right, you got yourself a deal, Krabby.
So I look at him. I'm like, so you understand if you win?
No, don't explain it.
Okay.
He's like, it's not if, it's when.
Okay.
I just wink at Keybae and walk off. Like I just kind of like stand to the side to watch. Yeah.
All right. I slam my old crabby arm down the table.
All right.
Ooh, do I see this?
Yeah. He takes finishes it, and then pushes people back. Puts his arm on the table.
I holler, Bard, we need battle music.
I run over. I was like,
Now people are feeling it.
I'm like, you got this, Keybae. You got this. Crabman from the Sandland. The big red hope. You got this. And I give him a D8 of inspiration.
All right.
Ooh. Interesting. What does that give me?
A D8 of inspiration.
Nice. I mean, I knew. I wanted to make sure you knew.
Just a game.
Well, thank you for checking up on that.
All right.
It's a good follow-up.
Though
I'm just going to do an athletics check.
I'm a little unsure on what happens now if I win, but
if you win, you give him your sword.
Wait, I mean, you can intentionally throw it, though.
You have to make a good show of it.
He could.
huh?
What are you doing?
You could use a deception check. Just
Roll for how good of a show you do.
Blake confused himself.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm going to do a performance check on the arm wrestle.
To do what? What are you trying to perform?
I'm going to intentionally lose, but make it look like I didn't mean to.
All right. We can do performance. So roll performance, and he's going to roll
We can do both
athletics.
if you want.
Performance versus athletics.
Performance and athletics.
So you punch a mime.
you can also add your D8 to it. I'm this whole time just like.
Oh, that's true. Oh, that'll work.
Key-Bay.
19
Yo.
to performance.
All right. He puts his big meaty paw on your pincer, and like as he grips down, it's painful as you hear like the creaking and the cracking of your chitin.
Key-Bay puts his little hand on the table.
It's my little one.
It's my strong
two are tucked
hand.
behind my back.
So yeah, one of the guys is like looks at Moguk, and he has his hands on both of you. He's like, all right, on the count of 3, when I let go, whoever hits the table first wins.
Yeah, taking all bets. Taking all bets.
Says, 1, 2, 3, and he pushes your hand like as he takes his hands up, he just kind of pushes your hand a little bit, and you guys struggle back and forth, and you can tell like he's ridiculously strong. Like you try to put on a good show, but like he's probably gonna win anyways. And he's just like, and he's leaning into it. Boom! Slams your arm into the table. And he's like, oh, he starts pounding his chest, and he like headbutts one of his buddies, and they like go crazy, and they're like,
And I slide him a piece of paper, and I'm like, if you could just write down the directions to the Dreadclaws, I'll be out of here.
He's like, I don't know where they're at. I can tell you what I know about them, though.
Okay. Please do.
He said,
God, that's pretty
he's
funny.
like, I seen some guys gathering in basements of some of the pubs around here.
Nerds.
Every week, seems like more and more pubs, more and more basements, more and more dudes. They walk in, they stay for an hour. They stay for hours. It's kind of fishy, but I don't know. They could be playing soggy biscuits for all I know.
Grits is interested in this game of soggy biscuits.
Of course he is.
I mean, I don't follow them. I don't follow Tiamat. I got my own gods, but it's good to hear that they've given some people something to believe in. Some of these guys out here just walking around like lost little puppies. But I don't know. That's all I know.
Do you know where any of these bars are?
I think last time I seen them was around the.
Take your time.
Yep. He's trying to think.
He's checking his magical device.
He's like, hey, Grim Fever. What's that one bar? Down by the shop. Two past the.
Making your way downtown.
Yeah. That one. He's
One
like,
with the piano.
you talking about the Bottomless Wolf? It's like, yeah, the Bottomless Wolf.
Is it like a werewolf strip club?
I don't know. I've never been.
All right. Well, I appreciate your strength and your time.
And he kind of puts a hand on your shoulder. He's like, look, you're pretty strong, but I heard stories about these guys. Yeah, some of them witches and warlocks. I'm sure old Slash can't be too happy with them. I hear they do some dark magic stuff in those secrets they have. Those secret meetings they have.
Interesting.
Soggy biscuits.
Soggy biscuits.
Who was the lady you just mentioned?
Slash ain't no lady. I mean, he's like you, and I know you guys can get pretty feminine, but you don't know Slash?
I look at him as like, you don't know that half of it.
The Archfiend?
I don't know Slash, but I feel like I would really like to know him.
Yeah, Slash,
Really like to know
the
him.
leader of the Carnal Horde.
Cool. Keep talking. Where can I find him?
Probably in his tower doing God knows what.
I need to have a talk with old Slash then.
Which god? I chime in from the back.
Any of them.
Oh, all right.
He does them all.
It's impressive.
Now, he cracks his knuckles. He's like, anybody else want to arm wrestle?
Nah, man, but your next beer's on me, and I flick him my gold.
Okay. He's like, well, forehead ain't too bad.
I do what I can. We all have our own strengths, and I just strum my guitar as I throw it over my back and walk away.
All right, you hear a collective groan at that.
I yell out,
Bards.
hey, forehead,
From the back of his forehead, more like 5 head.
I'm not responding to it.
And I just kind of elbow him again. Stupid forehead.
I think to everybody, hey, I'm going to find this Slash guy. If anyone wants to join me, meet me outside the bar.
Why don't you hold on? We can all go together.
We could.
That's what I said. If you want to go with me, meet me outside of the bar.
I have some more business to attend to here.
Meet me outside.
And I go to the bartender and I say, "Real, do you have a piece of paper?"
Yeah,
Like the bartender or like
yeah,
Brian?
bartender. No, the
He
bartender.
just pulls out some parchment, some scratch parchment.
All right, and I write down to my best of my memory the recipe for bread pudding. I say, if you guys figure this out, let me know. I'll be back to try it. And just
To the best of your memory, what's the ingredients?
let's see. There's French bread.
There's pudding.
There's
He's like-
creme anglaise.
It's like, what do you
There's a
eat this
custard.
stuff?
Yeah.
I know-
I mean, these ingredients sound pretty expensive. But I mean, if you're staying here, we might be able to make some.
All right.
I just, I don't know if I can afford these with what I got in the till.
I mean, you can't do like a bill me later thing, or
Just PayPal it to me.
yeah, you take Bitcoin.
He's like, you know what? Yeah, once I get my square up and running, we'll take care of it.
Fantastic.
All right, so what do you guys doing? You head out?
I thought we were
I'm sitting outside the bar waiting to see if anyone joins me.
I go and join
early.
Grits.
All right. I mean, you walk out and you see Ralph walking up with his 8 panthers. Just as you make contact with him, he's like pops a berry into his mouth and poof, panthers disappear. He just walks up.
What up, guys? Been making some friends.
Do I even want to know what that was about?
No, you probably don't really.
All right, man.
What do you mean by friends?
We got 2 rooms in this bar if you want to chill and hang out. Like, we got rooms like 4 and 6.
Why is there
Ah,
a column of
sweet.
smoke coming from the direction you just came from?
But I'm also about to go talk to another drow named Slash. I mean, you can tag along. I don't know what it is you do, man. I don't know how to talk to you. I'll be honest.
No, it's cool. I'll hang around.
I don't know if Ralph knows what he does.
That's also true.
Yeah.
I'd like to ask Ralph if I can have a cat.
Man,
Why do you smell like burnt cat?
I shed a single tear again. It starts welling up my eyes. I don't want to talk about this.
Ralph, they were having a cat adoption over here. There were some dragonborns that were just bringing like cages of cats over here and just giving away to kids. It was the coolest thing ever, man. Like, I don't think this town's that
I
bad.
just turn around. I pretend like I haven't even heard him talk.
As you guys are all conversing outside the swinging imp, you hear a lady kind of across the way at one of the markets. She's like, her voice is getting louder. She's like, "No, Greaselbag, you still owe me from last time. Get off of me. Go, get out of here." She's like pushing, and you look up and it's just like, it's a scantily clad
Crab lady.
Go on.
tiefling.
If it's Crabbley, I'm losing my
And
shit.
she's like, and she's pushed her, and like 2 other women are like talking to this goblin, and he's just lecherously like, "Come on, girl, come on, let's go."
What's his last name?
Gross.
I don't know. I haven't asked him.
I'm just saying, if it's
I head over and I was like, my friend, I feel like the ladies have made it known that they're not doing business with you today.
He looks up, and he's like gray skinned, and he's got red eyes, and he's like scaly goblin-ish face.
I go with
He's
Grits.
like, well, I don't think anybody asked you.
They don't have to ask me because they have business with me right now.
Yeah, it looks like they don't. They got business with me, so fuck off.
I pull up my coin purse and I shake it. I was like, ladies.
And then they're like, "Ooh, oh yeah, what's hi. And they all flock to you.
We like your big sack.
When you say you're looking for crab women, can you be more specific? Because I can find you a type of crab woman.
I think you know what I mean.
Find you a woman with crabs.
Where did I know you just like told us? What is his? I know
Grizzlebag.
His name is Grizzlebag. Where we just heard him in the bar. Like, what is he tied to?
He's tied to the
Dim
Dreadclaw
claws.
or whatever.
Yeah,
That's the bartender. You asked for a name. That's the name he gave up to you.
Okay, I'm like,
No, the bartender gave it the hobgoblin.
No,
It's a goblin.
no. The hobgoblin was just the big guy in the middle of the bar who was like,
who told us all the locations?
yeah,
The drowning
okay.
wolf or whatever.
yeah. So he's like, you bitches charge too much, anyways. So he starts walking away.
I was like, whoa, friend. Listen, it's too much for me to handle.
I just bought these bitches. Would you like one?
But I haven't paid them shit yet. I was like,
This is a progressive podcast.
but I know that. I know that you're.
I'm kind of scared,
It's a
honestly.
regressive podcast.
One step forward, two steps back. I was like, but I know you're an important man around this town, and I know you've got some information I could use.
He's like,
Willing to trade?
yeah, you heard of me?
It's like, yeah, I know you're the guy I'm supposed to talk to if I want to get in with the Dreadclaws.
He stiffens up. He's like, no, I don't know anything about that. And he immediately starts to walk away.
I start rubbing like 2 gold coins. I was like, come on, Chris, you know.
He looks at him and he's like,
I speak to him in thieves' cant. It's like, I just need to know, need to get in.
and then he responds. He's like, give me a persuasion check.
I think he should have to talk in thieves' camp.
All right, talking thieves can't.
Do it.
Yo, Slim, you know what it do. Give me that what I want. I don't know.
Where's Aunt Betty's fat
You know what we're talking about.
dumpling?
27.
All right, in thieves can't. He's just like, okay. Let the birds free and let's sail down the river. And he's just telling you to like ditch the chicks and then follow him. And that's pretty much what he said.
I give the ladies 5 gold each, or the 3.
Yeah, there's 3 of them.
I was like, ladies, do you see Mr. That large crab man over there with the anchor? If you could just go be nice to him.
We've been friends for how long?
You're married with a kid, aren't you?
No.
Don't you have a kid, family, something like that?
Nope.
I thought you did have a kid.
You were sending money to your family before.
Yeah.
Yeah, my parents.
Oh, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, all right. But between the 3 of them, I mean, they're all ecstatic about the amount of gold that you handed them. One of them, she gropes you. The other one, like, kind of kisses on your ear and they're like, okay, anything you say, Slim.
It's like, the name's Grits, baby. And I'm with the Dawnguard. And I'll walk into the alley with Grizzle Dump or whatever.
All right, Elon, are you walking with them? Because you followed.
go with them.
Where's everyone else at? What's everyone doing?
At a distance, I follow Grits.
I like to know how these women interact with me.
Knowing clearly my friend is not going to pay for that. Yeah.
Max, Ralph, what are you guys doing?
Man.
I'll follow behind, but a little bit at a distance.
I follow at the same distance as Ralph.
I'm slightly annoyed, but I allow it.
Max?
I stay with Shrimp and Ralph.
Okay. All right.
I when one of the girls walks up to me, I pull out my satchel
Yeah.
and just kind of like hold it up next to her, and I'm trying to like see if she's the right size to fit in it.
All right. She kind of looks at you weird, but they're all putting on, their best performance to like, they're like oohing and awing at you and like, ooh, your armor's so hard.
What do I notice
That's
about?
a big anchor.
Well, thank you. What do I notice about?
This is all I want to continue doing this for the episode.
We got about half an hour left. Take your time.
What do I notice about the bag to person ratio?
What's the bag for?
Your satchel, I mean,
Do we have a banana?
It's about the size of the tallest one's torso. So, like, in her current normal form, she wouldn't be able to stand in it. But
Hey, girl, how
like, you
limber
could
are
probably fit a person into it, just by sheer volume.
Oh God.
This is getting real making a murder.
The King Joffrey shit.
Touch on every genre.
It's getting dark.
I kind of
Change your name to
grab her
Joffrey.
arm and like kind of like look at the length of it, and I shake my head no, and I'm like, sorry, I don't think I can fit you in my bag, and I walk off.
All right, they stand there confused.
15 gold well spent.
All right, Grits and Elon, you follow Greaselbag, and he's kind of hunched over, kind of looking over his shoulder. He ducks into the alleyway. He's like,
I would like to actually move around the block and try to find the other side of the alleyway.
okay, cool. Yeah, I mean it's pretty open. It's pretty easy to navigate, and really, you notice everyone in this city in Dragons Maw is like they kind of keep to themselves, and they don't interfere with other people's business. There's seemingly a lot of like, I don't know, a lot of people duck in alleyways for different reasons. People don't stick their nose in them.
Yeah.
So he's like, talking to you, Grits. He's like, what do you want to know about the Dreadclaw?
Oh, I've been getting real active lately, and I just want
He's like, yeah.
to see if I can get in on the ground floor of whatever they're doing. Seems like big stuff.
I just chime in. I want my cut. I want a cut.
Cut a what?
I don't know.
What do you think it
I
is
was
they do?
promised a cut.
What do you think it is they do?
Stuffing things, make money. I assume.
Chill out, man. Chill out. Listen,
right.
we know they just hit a village on the outskirts of town. I took it for all it's worth, man, and they gotta be doing something with that.
Yeah.
Some moving and shaking going on.
Well, I mean, I heard about some of those raids. I mean, raids are kind of common around here, but sometimes the Dreadclaw take it a little too far. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. They look serious though. It looks like they're making a push to put their banner on some turf.
And I say not far enough sometimes.
Are we not even going to address the issue that Elon has become like a cowboy?
I'm in disguise.
Okay, just curious.
Turned on my disguise voice modulator.
Hey there, Pilgrim. I'm John
there.
Wayne Pilgrim.
I am a human. I like your human things.
My name's
That's a
John
good Aaron
Musket.
impression.
Wow.
Anyway, I was like, hey man, I just want to know where they're meeting and where we can, join up. You ain't gonna tell me nothing you ain't comfortable with. I ain't gonna try to bust you or nothing.
He's like,
I can definitely make it worth your while, man.
he's like, well, first off, how do you feel about the dragon?
Tiamat?
Yeah, because that's all they are. They're a bunch of dragon worshippers. I don't know what they want, but I know how to spot them. It's the symbol.
Yeah, the 5-headed dragon spiral.
Yeah, in a circle. You've seen it.
I know what's up.
I like dragons.
I can't.
I like dragon.
Hello, fellow human. I like dragons.
Do they know Trogdor?
He's like, yeah. Sometimes at night, I seen them gathering around some of the bars around here. I can't think of a name right now.
I flip my coin.
He's like, you know what? I can't think of a name.
Right now.
As it were.
Last one I saw him was at the Beef Bowl.
Beef bowl.
Yeah,
That's cool. That's
over
cool.
in the Skeggled Circle.
All right. Thanks, man. They got any like special things to get in or anything like that? Like, do I need to go get a tattoo first, or will I get the tattoo after?
I think I don't know. I think you get the tattoo after.
Cool, man. Cool. All right, man. Anything else you'd like to tell me about it? Start rubbing 2 more coins together.
And he's like, well, what kind of information you looking for?
Any you got on him, man? I like a man. I'm a man who likes to do his research. I don't want to go in there just blind. Next thing you know, they're chopping my head off, sacrificing me to the Fire Mother herself.
All right. He says, what mint are those coins? Let me see.
Fresh mint.
Spear.
I was like, I bite it. I bite one to show that it dents, stuff like that. It's like, it's real gold, baby. I ain't gonna let you touch it. I know them tricks.
He's like, well then, I don't know. I'm all out of information. You can try back next week.
I'll flick it one more.
He takes it. He's like, well, I know. Slash ain't too happy about it. I know. Slash's been trying to push him out. He's putting some things together.
He's the drow in the tower, right?
Yeah. The leader. The leader of the Carnal Horde.
I got you, man. I got you. Feel like I'm gonna go pay him a visit right now.
You just gonna visit Slash? The leader of the whole horde.
Well, we got a little bit of family history.
Okay.
Distant cousins.
He's like, I could probably put in a word for you.
You know what? I'd appreciate that. I slip in 5.
5? He's like, oh. Well, maybe not directly with Slash, but I can get you someone who's close to him.
Whatever works, man.
All right. Let's see. Meet me across the market from the Beef Bowl tonight, and I can get you with Slash's right-hand man.
That sounds good, man. Listen, you've been really helpful.
Yeah.
You've been everything I was led to believe you were.
I'm not sure how to take that.
They told me you were a man who knows things, and it seems you do know things.
That's true.
And so I like making people like you very rich because I like knowing things.
Yeah. You also seem like you got a lot of money. Then that's what I know so far. But I'm not just interested in money. He leans in real close and he's like, "You got any sharp sugar?"
Oh yeah. Is he talking about Elon's raffle?
Huh? No.
Sharp
sugar.
Oh shit!
You have a sharpshooter. We have a guy named Baron who might sell.
It's like I don't do guns. Those are guns for pansies.
Listen,
I prefer to do my business up close.
I can get you some sharp sugar, man.
Okay.
How much you want?
Just to get me through the week.
Please tell me he gives all the gold back. Some sharp sugar.
What is he? What's your name, stranger?
They call me Grits.
And I'm John.
I forgot he was there.
He's a walking statue with you.
Yeah, when he stands still, like you forget that he's even there, like a thing. Yeah,
Jumped out of my skin.
But you dealing things like we do, you gotta have your protection.
Okay, I feel you.
But tonight I'll have your sharp sugar, and once the meeting's set up, I'll make sure you're set up with sharp sugar and more than your fair to buy some more sharp sugar.
Cool. I'll see you around.
All right, man. I'll see you tonight.
And then he ducks off into the alleyway and he seemingly disappears.
Dun dun dun.
Cool.
Give me a perception check, Shrimp.
The opposite. No, wait. 10?
10. All right. You come around the alleyway and you look in and you see Grits just kind of, mumbling or talking to Elon.
I was like, you guys done?
Yeah, man.
All right.
Yep.
What's the plan?
I message everybody like via the message spell. And I'm like, hey guys, gather up in this alleyway so I can go over the information I just got.
I say, wait, we gotta find Greasy back.
That's exactly what I was just talking to.
Wait, what?
Just get in here.
You got any more of those women but smaller?
You know what, Kibe?
Why do you white shit on your nose? What's going on here?
If you behave the rest of the day, I will get you a small woman tomorrow.
I just kind of like stand at attention and shut my mouth.
All right. Is everyone gathered in the alley?
Yeah, I'm there. Obviously.
Yeah.
I turn my country voice modulator off.
Download a new voice pack later.
Yeah.
I have to tell everyone it's like what Grizzle Dump just told me, and it's like where we're meeting him at. Like we're gonna get him a slash. He's about to make a movement against the Dreadclaws, and I think it'd be good for us to get in good with one of the leaders of these hordes. So I think it's a good move. If anyone opposes, let me know.
What are the hordes we've seen so far?
The
Carnal Horde is like the whole group, right?
No, the Carnal Horde is one of the 4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Just based on your time in the city so far, there's 4 major factions. It's the Carnal Horde, the Forsaken, the Dire, and the Exalted.
Who's the Black Hammer?
Black Hammer is the Exalted one.
Do I know the one I saw?
I assume they're the Dire.
Yeah.
The
I would think
Dire.
they're dire.
I tell everybody I've already met the Dire. They already know me. I've already kind of established a repertoire with them.
And I mean, Max, you're able to kind of fill in the rest of this information for the group as you guys are comparing notes, I guess, or just based on what you remember and what everyone's seen today with talking with random
Exalted
people.
Dire.
Yeah, there's the Exalted Horde, and they're mostly made up of orcs, hobgoblins, some humans. They're the largest and the most prestigious one of the 4.
Okay.
They have like the strongest, I guess, soldiers. They're like the richest one of the 4. And then the Dire Horde, that's the one that you saw with the green banner with a wolf skull. They're like dragonborn, Goliaths, Tabaxi, and stuff like that. They're very, what's the word? I don't know. They're like more into animalistic type things. They actually train a lot of exotic mounts. And like in the armies and stuff like that, they were actually mostly they comprise of like the cavalries and stuff like that of the city.
That's the Dire?
Yeah.
Okay.
The Forsaken Horde, and that's you notice the dark blue banner with like a white trident on it. You haven't seen too many of those people around here. They kind of stick to the what's called the Grim Grove. And those are lizard folk, mostly avian and tiefling. They were essentially like before the peace between the different kingdoms. They were like the Air Force essentially. They had a lot of the flying mounts. They had the one or 2 smaller zeppelins you've seen around this city. Those are usually from that gang essentially. And then the last one is the Carnal Horde, which that's the most humanoid of the groups. That's the drow, the human, the tiefling, stuff like that. And they have a black banner with a white goat's head, and it's got like an inverted pentagram on it. I mean, their leader's Slash. That's the only leader's name.
That escalated quickly.
That's how we transition into Shadow of the Demon Lord.
Just being the physically weaker one, they're mostly magic users, sorcerers, bards, demonologists, things like that.
I'd take a level in demonology.
But yeah, that's
sell your soul to Satan.
and right now, like you guys have established, you're in what's called the Skull Mold, which is just one of the 3 neutral zones in the center of the city. This city is kind of laid out like this map that I'm going to show you. It's kind of like this.
For all the viewers, the map is
Very round.
very detailed.
With nipples.
So
in
you
the
guys are
middle.
like right here, right now, and this is the bar you're at.
If the city was a boob, we'd be right in the areola.
There's also,
above it.
Right north of the areola.
I believe there's a TIE fighter on.
There is a TIE fighter.
TIE fighter parked there on its side.
Guys, we got to steal that TIE fighter.
Make the rest of this so much easier.
That's the
We won't all fit, though.
that's Glory, or the biggest Coliseum.
Oh, yes.
I turned to Ralph And I say, hey, you should show the dyer your cats. I bet they love them. They seem like animal-liking people.
Oh, should I?
Yeah. Why wouldn't you?
You know what? That's a little bit of a sore subject right now. I don't really want to get into that. Thanks for being a dick.
I just look confused.
I was like, well, guys, I mean, what do you guys want to do until nightfall when I have to meet up with Grizz?
I mean, I guess we wait.
Yeah.
Shopping montage.
Yeah.
Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na.
I would like to go find a tailor.
I'd like to go find a magic shop.
Shopping montage.
You guys serious? You guys want to? Is that
I'll
what
go
you're
with
doing?
grits.
I thought
I want
we
to
were
find
gonna
a
kill
nice
some
white
bugs.
shirt. How much does that cost me?
Actually, white cloth is very rare and expensive around here.
Oh.
But doo-doo brown you can get anywhere.
That's true.
No,
You
you
can
want
make it.
I need to make.
Need to make doo-doo brown
Yeah,
cloth.
you find someone selling shirts and stuff. I don't know, they charge you like a whole gold for one.
All right. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. I spend 1 gold on a nice white shirt, right?
All right, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
You can get a whore for that.
I
I changed
Kind
my
of
shirt
cheap here.
look for a crab woman.
Give me an investigation check.
Ooh.
And how are you looking? Like you going through bars, or you just running through this?
Standing in the street corner.
He's
Hey!
sprinting.
He's just sitting in the street corner just doing his crab seduction.
Yeah, I'm doing my crab seduction dance.
If there's a crab woman within 2 miles, they'll hear it.
Yeah,
It's the same dance that he used on the wyvern.
I'm excreting my crab pheromones too.
It's just butter sauce.
It's pretty much, yeah, it smells like butter.
Got a little
Am I
garlic
doing?
mixed
Am I
in.
adding anything? What is this?
I give him inspiration for that.
Investigation.
Investigation.
Yeah.
That's some good luck, Kibe. And
Are you asking around for a crab one, or are you just dancing?
Dancing,
ceremony?
excreting as hard as I can.
Add a D8 to it.
Is he within 10 feet of Cenos?
That's gonna be a. Oh God, math. This game is too much math. Let's see. I'll subtract 1 from that.
100.
24.
Pretty
16
good.
titties fall out.
16 titties fall out.
I mean, you stand there and you're doing that dance. Eventually, one of those girls that came up to you, or one of those women came up to you earlier, comes back and she's like, "What kind of dance is this?"
I just shove her really hard and say, "It's not for you."
15 gold well spent.
All right, yeah.
No.
You stand there. You don't seem to attract any crab women.
You don't seem to.
I do.
But,
it for
I
like
mean, your
3
pheromones
hours.
are in the air, so
The level of exhaustion.
the first hour, those 3 women actually are they're kind of hovering around you. They're kind of sticking to their word. They got paid to do something.
Okay.
So, I mean, there's
15 gold well spent.
there's
These
honor among thieves.
dedicated courtesans.
I write down a 6 on a piece of paper and I hand it to the ugliest one.
She's like, "What's this for?
It's like, that's my room.
Where are you staying?"
The dangling fairy swinging.
She says, "Oh, is that new? Is that over in the Crimson District?"
Yes. Yes, it is.
It's the best 15 gold I've ever spent.
The one that you're talking to, you said the least attractive one. She's the oldest one. Who's trying very hard to fight age. She's like, "Look, let me level with you. I know we." She looks down. She's like, "We're not like you."
I say, huh?
If you're looking for something, like you, you might want to try the Crimson District.
Interesting. I go to the Crimson District. Just so everyone knows, if I find a crab woman, I'm settling down.
He's got his new
Duly noted. All right, so yeah, you said you head that direction?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
His search for
What's
love
everyone
is
else doing?
over.
I would like
You
to.
went and got a shirt?
Yeah, I'd also like to look around for any signs of the red right hand.
Okay.
It's a big neon sign that says red right
Yeah.
here.
They're pretty open up front about the criminal activity here. I feel like if there was a presence, it'd be pretty easy to spot.
Welcome to Dragon Maw's branch of the Red Right Hand. What can we do for you today?
It's like an embassy.
You look around, but people are, like you said, they're pretty open about criminal activity, but that also deters other groups from moving in. Like these 4 hordes have a very strong hold and a very established hold in these areas, which is just by talking to people, you kind of get the feeling that most people don't really like the Dreadclaw or mentions of them.
Red right hand, you mean?
No. I'm talking about Dreadclaw. Red Right Hand, you don't find anything. Like, you just don't. There's no mention of them. No signs of activity or anything that they're used to. But yeah, everything falls under the jurisdiction of one of the hordes, depending on where you're at.
Yeah.
And even in the neutral zones, everything's still kind of like everyone tolerates each other, but everyone kind of keeps to themselves.
Nice.
I head back to the bar.
Okay.
The
Swinging it, or
Swinging
swinging imp.
The swinging dingle.
the dangling.
Ralph, Max, Grits, Elon, what are you guys doing?
Magic shop.
Yeah. Just looking at the magic shop, seeing if I find anything.
I go back to the room that they said I was invited to, and I make myself cozy and chill.
Okay.
Are you sure? Sure don't want to like wrangle up some stray dogs, start a fire, and
with the dogs.
Burn the city down.
summon an army of goats.
I go and just get restock on basic supplies like rations and stuff.
Okay.
And then I check on our mounts. I assume that there's like a place where you leave mounts.
Yeah, there's plenty of like stalls and yeah.
All right, I just make
Mount
sure
parking areas.
Cloud the Lion is okay.
Okay.
And then I head back to the room to meet up with everyone.
Okay.
Park nibbles at a charging station.
Let's see. Yep, you find a magic shop. It's called the Blind Witch.
Nice.
And you guys just walk in, look around. It's like a pawn shop in a really small town. Just magic items aren't very readily available, and the things that are here, they look a little worse for the wear. You guys looking for anything in particular?
Do I see anything that I might be able to use to augment my rifle? Scope replacement, or
You don't see any traditional, like, I guess, rifle parts. You do see a goblin just kind of like behind the counter. He's just like crouched in like a third world squat, and he's just like working on something on the ground. It looks like he's tinkering and something.
I just want to look around and see if there's anything like super interesting in the shop.
Okay.
I would like to ask him what he's tinkering on. Excuse me, sir. I see you're tinkering. I'm a tinkerer myself. What is that?
He looks up and he's got like this crazy like one goggle thing going on, and he's like, this. He's like, look, and he finishes screwing something on, straps it, snaps into place on his hand, and it just looks like a guitar or like a punching dagger. And then like he flexes something and it like scissors open, and like that, and he does that a couple times.
That's pretty dope.
And then as he's doing that, he pushes a button and it flies off, and he just like stabs into the ceiling. He's like, I'm making this one of these cutters.
That's really impressive. Do you make those often, or is this a prototype? Or
he's like, well, it's the only one.
Can I take a look at it? It's quite fascinating.
Yeah, sure. And he like nimbly jumps up and he grabs onto it and he's hanging for a second. And he pulls it down and screws it back. And he's like, he takes a screwdriver and he's just like, he's jamming certain parts and he's screwing certain parts and he hands it to you. It's very like goblin tech type. It's just kind of thrown together. Some parts don't even make sense. It's just held together by force of will.
Okay.
Goblins.
Force of will. I'd like to just inspect it and just kind of look at all of its workings, because it's something I find really fascinating.
Yeah.
And I just kind of store in my memory kind of like what I'm looking at and kind of how it's cobbled together.
Okay.
And I asked him, I was like, well, when do you think it'll be ready to sell, and how much do you think it'll sell for?
Well, I don't know. I haven't thought about it yet. It depends on how good it is at, hurting people.
Well, I could test it for you. I hurt people fairly regularly. I'll let you know.
Well, what do you want? What do you want in return?
I mean, how about this? How about I buy it from you, and I'll come back and I'll tell you how it performed.
Okay. How much do you think this is worth?
Well, it looks like it might not be 100% reliable, so let's say 50 gold.
Deal. And he like pushes it towards you.
But the Dawnguard have no sense of the value of the goblin.
I keep asking what like the net household income is, and I never get an answer. I don't know what gold is worth.
It varies from.
I really don't know the value of $1 here.
And I just had like this super excited like little kid at Christmas look on my face. I was like, "Thank you. I'll let you know how it performs." And I just like look at it, and then I go over to Grits, be like, "Hey Grits, did you find anything neat? Look what I found." And I show him like,
I don't know. DM, did I find anything?
You find a bunch of little minor trinkets that do little minor magic things. But what catches your eye is a metal orb that almost looks like a Christmas ornament. And it's got like swirls around it. It's gray. It's steel. And it has a metal ring at the top, and it kind of catches your eye. And as you look closer at it, it looks very similar to the other Arcanotech explosives that you guys had before.
Ooh. That I still have one of. No, I don't. I used it. My bad.
Yep.
Yeah, you used the red one, right? Last.
Well, I used both of them. I used the smoke bomb and the fire bomb,
Gotcha.
or ice bomb and smoke bomb. I take it and I'm like, I talked to the new goblin friend. I was like, hey, how much would you want for this? And can you explain to me like what it does a little bit?
He's like, oh yeah, that this it's a duster. You pull this and he flips the little ring for a little bit.
Yeah.
And he's like, and you throw it, and it basically covers everything in dust.
What kind of dust? Like just regular dust?
Dirt, dust. Yeah, pretty much regular dust.
Okay, cool. How much you want for it?
That one, 30 gold.
30 gold.
Yeah.
30 gold.
Yeah.
For a dust bomb?
Yeah.
I tell you what, I pull out one of my juggling balls and I toss it in the air, and like as I toss it, it changes color and it comes right down. I'm like, see this? This is a resistance orb. Every color you have, you can just change it. You just throw it up in the air and catch it. It's like whatever color it is, you have resistance to damage done by that type. Red, fire, blue, ice, green, poison. So I just keep explaining to him, like, I will trade you this orb of resistance.
He says, how does that even work?
I mean, you just toss it, and when it has it, you just put it on, you keep it on, toss it to change the color to what you want, put it on your person.
I hear you. I hear what it does, but how does it work?
It's magic, man.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Can I get a deception check to make him?
You can give a deception check at disadvantage. You look around, he's very much a mechanically minded person. Oh. And even though there is like arcanotech stuff like this, everything else is either like steampunky type
17
tech. Okay. He's like, I don't think I need one of those. I mean, you ever tried to fight someone you can't see? This thing right here is a lifesaver.
I feel like that's a plot point.
But I got this, and I pull out the eyeglass on True Sight.
Yeah, his eyes light up, and he's like, "Ooh, what is that?" He flips his goggle out of the way, and he's like,
"It's like this lets you see literally through magical darkness, just regular darkness up to 120 feet,
advanced darkness, super darkness."
He's like, "Can I see it?"
Nah, I'm good, man. I just set the duster down.
Okay.
The dust bomb to him. Like, I appreciate your time, man. You're
no problem.
Did you call it a cutter? Is that what it was?
Yeah.
It's impressive stuff, man. Keep it up.
Thank you. You let me know how that works.
Can I sleight of hand set the orb down and take the dust bomb?
Sure. Yeah. Give me a sleight of hand check.
Oh god.
You want me to reroll it as I toss it off the table?
Sure.
How convenient.
He rolled really low, so.
Sleight of hand is a 14.
All right, yeah, as he's talking to Elon, his eyes linger just for a second on the cutter as they're talking about it, and you switch them.
I walk out.
All right.
Sweet. So yeah, I'll let you know how it performs. And I bebop out of the store all happy with my new acquired weapon.
I look at Elon and I was like, "Hey man, can I get some of my stuff out of your bag of holding?"
Sure. Pop up my bag of holding.
I leave the dust bomb in his bag of holding.
Okay.
I was like,
all right. Close back up.
Max and Ralph, what are you guys doing?
I'm seething
Okay.
from losing my cats.
All right.
I'm really
That you
angry.
killed yourself.
You killed 2 of them. 4 of them are still MIA.
Oh, they are.
Yeah. Well, no. 3 of them. You have your familiar back.
I do have my familiar back.
Yeah.
How far am I from
As you're walking around, you see, every now and then people are kind of eyeing your cat. You're just like, ooh. Like people are taking interest in this cat walking around with you.
I do not like that, but I definitely take notice.
All right.
That pisses me off. I'm slowly not liking anybody in this entire city.
Burn it
So
down.
how far am I from the
Nearest
what
cat.
was it? The dire section.
"Dude, we could sell your cat, and then you could just resummon it.
Oh,
we could just keep reselling it."
That's not a bad idea.
You said from the
We can put a
Direwolves
smoke
area?
bomb in your cat.
And then blow it up, and then I just make another.
Yeah. Can always make more.
That's true.
I'm gonna fill
kinda like where we're going.
that dust bomb with sharp sugar. Party over here! Poof.
How far am I from that district?
I mean, not too far. I mean, you're from like the edge, the hard edge of it, where like it switches over out of the neutral zone. It's less than an hour away. I mean, you can just walk that way. And that's called Hawkwind Heights.
You know what? I'm gonna walk towards that section, and I'm gonna look for a place to hide. Is there anywhere nearby I can hide and stay hidden?
Plenty of places you can try to hide.
Okay, I'm gonna go there and I'm gonna just try and hide, and I'm gonna look. But I want to be outside. Is that possible as well?
What are you hiding in to be outside? You tell me what you're hiding in.
I don't know. I'm just trying to hide maybe there's some boxes by the wall, and I'm just trying to sit back there and stay a little bit hidden.
Should do like a
Still want to have a view of the
thing.
sky.
Okay. There's no just open.
You want to hide from the skies?
No. I want to hide from people. I want to have a view of the sky.
Yeah, there's no like open boxes or anything.
Yeah.
I mean, you see some
Cat
barrels.
trying to get in the boxes.
Some barrels. Can I
And
sit
there's like
behind the
there's like
barrel?
a wicker basket maker.
Yeah.
who's not paying attention, I guess.
I'll just sit behind there and just chill.
Okay. All right.
And I'm going to look through my familiar, and I'm going to have my familiar, my cat, walk through the dire section.
Okay.
And I'm just going to see what he sees.
Okay. All right.
What do I see?
He immediately gets snatched up.
All right, you
Guys, Raph,
you hide in and you channel your vision
Episode
through your
named
cat.
Burglar.
What's your cat's name?
Steven.
Steven is just prowling through, and you see a couple people.
Cat Stevens.
Cat Steven.
Son of a
You see a
bitch.
couple
I
people
don't know if you
eye
did that on purpose or not, but
your cat. And then, as he's walking through, you see one guy. He kind of looks around, and he's up ahead, and he kind of reaches into his pack, and he tears something off, and he drops it on the ground.
Oh, it doesn't follow it, but it just stays there.
He just stops in the middle of
The cat?
Yeah.
Yeah, the cat just stops and looks
Okay.
at him. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Does he do anything?
No, he's just standing there casually looking.
It keeps walking.
All right. Max, are you doing anything?
You didn't take the bait.
I after resupplying and going back to the bar/inn, as I'm waiting for everyone else to return, I just kind of keep an eye on the bar to, see the people that come in and out, and to see if I notice anyone strange, and just kind of keep an eye on everything.
us. We're the ones that are strange.
Speak for yourself.
Okay. Time passes. Ralph, at this point, you see as you walk on, and you look back. The guy's definitely following. He's tailing the cat, and it looks like he's about to move in and just try to snatch it up.
Perfect. The cat looks at him eye to eye and just waits for him to touch him.
All right, the guy looks. Yeah, he's a pretty beefy, big Goliath. And he looks up, and he's just he's like, here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Here, kitty, kitty.
It definitely.
He's like, he's licking his lips, like his eyes are like he's ready to just snatch this cat up.
Cat hisses.
All right, he's like, oh, come here, and he moves in and he goes and grabs the cat.
Cast shocking grasp through the cat.
All right,
All right.
It's Sable.
7 damage.
7.
Sable to cast shocking grasp through Ralph.
All right, he's just like, and he give me
He just punches the shit out of that kid.
roll an athletics check at disadvantage.
Oh shoot. Okay.
To keep from being pummeled. Crushed.
9. What would the athletics of a cat be? Plus what do you think?
1 million.
Let's just assume, I guess, plus 1. 0, 9.
Let's just
9.
assume it would be.
I mean, I feel like plus 1's pretty low. All right, 9's fine. 9's fine. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he rolled pretty high. He
Is it
snatches-
Dex? It's a +2.
Oh.
Oh yeah, for
11.
acrobatics.
Yeah.
11.
All right, he still rolled really high.
Okay.
Yeah, he's like he tanks it and he tenses up
Fantastic.
and immediately he gets pissed off. And then he just sticks the cat in a bag.
I also call. I stop looking for a familiar and I call lightning.
What's the range on that?
100 feet on any point in the sky. It has 120 foot range, I believe.
Yeah, we'll say you're in range.
All right. And it's going to be 3d10 because I'm going to strike him.
He
with
gets
my
a
lightning.
dexterity save on that,
He
right?
does. All right, where's that?
Since your familiar is on his person, do you feel like he would get struck by the lightning too?
I'm pretty sure it would.
Okay.
You're an asshole.
I think it's obvious he doesn't care.
This is the same Ralph as like, I call for a bird. Oh, it's an owl. It's daytime. I snap his neck. I call for a different bird.
It was night, and he wanted something he could see in the dark. He killed an owl. And he's like, I want a bat. And you're like,
But then, like, sometimes he really likes animals. It's very confusing.
Hey, I always like them, but sometimes, you just got to switch it up.
All right. What's the damage?
what is your damage?
Dang it.
Not good.
That's not good. 8.
8.
Wow.
8.
Out of
And I do have concentration for 10 minutes.
All right. Crack of lightning. You cast, you wave your hands, the clouds gather because it was a pretty clear day. Lightning strikes. The thunderous shockwave blows people back. Your cat takes 8 damage. He takes 8 damage. And he's just like, oh, what the fuck was that?
I strike again.
Wait, before you do that, someone was like, there, that guy over there. And you see someone pointing over at you.
Oh, shit.
And he looks up. He's like, hey, and he starts running towards you. You strike him again.
Yeah. Yes, and then I start running.
All right.
Yeah, I strike
roll your
him
damage.
and I run.
Better.
That's much better. 14.
All right. Yeah, he gets hit and he like drops to his knee. And he gets up. He's like, you're fucking dead. And he starts running after you. And then he's like, get him. Get that guy. And like 4 other guys like start pushing stuff over, running towards you. And you start booking it.
Oh, I'm booking it. I'm like cutting through alleyways. I'm running as fast as I can.
All right. And as the smell of fried cat just wafts through the air, we're going to have to stop it right there, guys. We'll call it there. Pick up next time. Find out what happens to Ralph and potentially, I don't know, everyone else. We'll
The
see.
crab woman.
Yeah, maybe.
just Ralph.
So do we have any announcements for tonight? Anything we want to read off?
We got
Mail?
fan mail. Fan mail from Ethan Sincox.
Huh?
Yeah, you heard
He
that
sent
right.
what?
Hey,
Yes, please.
He was like, recently found your podcast and I'm trying to catch up. Currently listening to the amazing episode 14 where half the party almost dies, and remarkably, there isn't one round of combat. The puns, I must say, were just wonderful, though the cliffhanger was a little slow. I heard it all in my head as soon as Leon jumped through the hole. He was referring to the time where, you know, the list of bad decisions we made that ended up killing us in the first season. Can't wait till you catch up on season 2, Ethan, and you can hear not only the shout out, but us also doing those dumb things again.
Hey, it'll be a little while
Spoilers.
before you
Damn.
hear this.
Dude, he's gonna catch up. Unless he just skips. You know what? Whatever.
What?
All right, we hold this episode until he tells us he's caught up.
That's a good idea.
That's a terrible idea.
You're a terrible idea.
Want to thank all of our patrons, especially Tarken Davis, the ghost of Timmy the Mute.
Thanks, Tarken.
Thanks. That's the same person, by the way. I feel like it sounds like it's 2 different people, but
Yeah,
that's,
no,
that's
that's
how
not
he
2
wants to be
different
referred to.
Yeah.
So,
One person.
Also, shout out to our fan Loogie07, who has crafted us some beer bottle openers made out of metal and laser etched our logo into them. We'll be posting pictures of them soon.
Yeah.
dope.
That's what I'm talking about.
I would like to do a special shout out to BreAnne.
Yeah.
You know, girl.
All right, everybody, and thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening, guys.
Until next
Thanks,
time.
guys.
Well, we stand here in a row, looking like a bunch of heroes. I know that deep inside, nothing more but a bunch of zeros. Ah!